basic grammar is really easy and stuff, and a lot of people can't do it because their thoughts follow a different pattern and stuff. It's not that they're uneducated or that they don't really understand like the English language. It's just that they so when Beck is hitting that up when he's like, your mouth is full of useless hymns and run on sentences, it's like, are you seriously going to make this sorry, there was a train and I didn't know if it was an alarm or something. Anyway, are you seriously going to make this a like a thing of worth? Because it's not worth very much. I'd say you can't factor. That would make you useless if you can't factor, or if you don't know how to prove two lines are parallel, like my voices said. Now, those are my voices, but then they ended up confusing it, and they're like, well, Chantel can do complex equations, and you can't. And then they were like doing this weird thing about, they just did a bunch of other weird stuff too. And I'm like, you're playing into my hallucinations now. So anyway, I get really like, I used to be like, just kind of like laugh everything off. Like, you have got to be joking. I am not going to react to this. But eventually it gets to the point where you have to react because they box you into it. So since they know my back thoughts and stuff, excuse me, that's the train. That, like, I really hate that train. Anyway, since they know my back thoughts, they know exactly, like, what I'm thinking, so I can't get out of it, so there's no way I could survive that, no matter what I did. The thing that I tried to do to survive was to blast myself to an absolute animal, and just to react based on instincts, and then they destroyed my instincts, because they're like, she can't know that, that's bad, she can't, because, okay, the stuff they use to control us, every animal knows, because obviously every animal goes through it, and stuff, but they want it to be like a mystery, they just try to confuse you and stuff, but of course, if you do something to a person, like they'll have an animal reaction to it and stuff, because humans are animals. They just changed my reactions because that was like saving me. Yeah, it's really hard to explain. Anyway, the thing that made me react the most was like they made me extremely jealous because that's a sin in our society, but it's not really a sin. Like it's just an instinct. So they ended up making my instincts like insane and stuff, and like it just, I was like, I'm very like detached normally as a person, so I'm like, whatever, man, you know what, but eventually I will explode because it just gets to be too much, and they will look for that reaction like nothing else, and I've known in the past like that they're going to do this to me, and I try to avoid it, but like, yeah, like when you hear me talk and stuff, like I don't use grammar correctly when I speak anymore because like my brain is messed up. Like I said, I'm not sure if I said that. I like recorded this video like multiple times, so my memory is like messed up really bad. So anyway, you'll hear me like repeat myself, say stuff, you know, get distracted. The fact that train went by like really messed me up. Um, yeah. So anyway, God, it just frustrates me what they do, because if anything is declared a sin, or if anything is a thing of merit, like they'll automatically target those things, and they'll start boxing people, and they'll just do weird stuff. Like they're not very smart, and so like the people that invented this technology were very intelligent, and they knew this would happen, but like what happens is like the elites, the intellectual elites will get it, and they know that eventually after enough reactions that even the slow people will figure this out, like figure out how it should be, so they just kind of give these weapons to children and are like, just blast away, you know, a few thousand lives don't matter and stuff compared to like the billions that are on earth, and this is how we integrate the weapons into the system and stuff and various things. Like I've watched this go on before. So yeah, they know that they'll learn and stuff. Yeah, it's just frustrating if you're the person they're doing it to. You're like, you have got to be joking. I'm getting in on your good. Like, what's your IQ, man?